Just upload it in low standard. Come on, man. I thought you had 32 gigs of RAM.
I do, but there's only so much I could do with that, man.
32 gigs of RAM or what?
My PC.
Alright, you have it pulled up?
That's a lot of gigs, man.
Yeah, I know. I still need more.
You still need more?
I still need more.
Good God.
Hurry up, dude. It's right there. It's waiting for you.
Do something, Rich.
Lead us in.
Hello.
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 I told him I was going to act all antisocial. Dude, this is what we're really going to do. I was going to knock on your door, trying to sell you a fucking roof. Act like really fucking weird. Do you know what I look like? Did you know what I look like?
No, I did not.
Oh, that would have been perfect, dude.
But I would have recognized your voice, man.
No, I was gonna have a totally different voice,
No,
and then we were gonna meet you like on on Friday when we see you. You're gonna see me like,
hey, this fucking try to sell me a roof.
We were seriously gonna fucking do it until we just had to do this though.
Okay.
Lead us in, motherfucker. Shit.
Dudama Gaming.
Wow.
I'm not Chepo.
So is it really working right now?
Yeah, it's on. You've been on the recorded.
You can get that. All right, sorry.
Alright. Potential leaks.
Oh, God.
Season 3.
I fucking hate you.
What do you think it is then?
Huh?
What do you think it is then?
No, I just say you have a horrible intro. Chepo, we miss you.
Chepo, we do miss you.
Talk
We
louder,
need you
because this
right
thing
now.
isn't like the greatest.
What do you mean this thing isn't the greatest? It always gets my
So-
voice. Okay, potential leaks. These are potential leaks. Okay? We
So-
just feel like we're going to bring it to the table like we did with Bait and Tackle, the fish monster.
What
everything
was the
else.
name of this Reddit guy? I don't even know.
I don't know either.
Wow.
We don't have his name.
But some guy on Reddit supposedly has some insider information concerning Killer Instinct Season 3, and, well, actually, the whole history of, like, this new KI and future things involving it. And I'm sorry, like, right now I'm running off a couple hours of sleep, so I'm all fucked up. But apparently...
KI was always meant to have 20 stages, according to this man. That's why we have no more stages.
Sure. So I was thinking we should go and actually down the list, motherfucker.
It says right there at the very tippity top.
At the very tippity top, it says developing new characters takes almost 6 months.
Read the sentence above that.
Let me see. I see Ridge, fuck you. That's what I read.
Exactly.
Alright, after that, apparently General will be shown at Microsoft's E3 presentation. And as I suspected before, which pissed me off, it says that this wasn't a fan base nor IG decisions, but more of Microsoft's way of promoting Gears of War 4. So it's
Which
like,
we've all suspected. That
Yeah,
General
it just-
Rom is here.
it just pisses me off how Microsoft's like, no, we don't care what characters you want or whatever. We need General Rom because we want to sell more Gears. And that annoys me. That fucking annoys me.
Thoughts?
Oh. Before I go on any further, we have a special guest. He came up here from Texas to visit Dudama Gaming Studios.
Yes, we're in the studio right
Yeah.
now.
And to compete in Combo Breaker as well.
Yeah. We're going to be a combo breaker with good old Hazardous Chief. You know, I guess introduce yourself properly. I'm sorry.
Dude, my gaming.
Uh,
Yeah, so what I think might be best is if y'all kind of explain to me what the leak is, and
The
so
leak is just, look, it's just some guy wrote this on Reddit. He claims, the way he talks, you know, he says at the very beginning, I know you guys are going to take this with a grain of salt, but the way he talks is like, he's basically saying he worked there. And this is how he knows all these things. Whoever the fuck he is.
did he explain what he was doing working there?
No,
or when-
nothing.
No, but when you
nothing.
go through this, you can, like, see what he's saying as basically he worked there. Like, for example,
Like
after
he-
the General Ron thing, it says, Arbiter and Rash inclusion were talked about since Season 1. That's just a random point he brought up.
But here's the other thing. Here's the other thing that doesn't make sense, and why I think it's not true, or at least maybe not all this is true for all we know, is that he's talking about Season 1 stuff. But if he worked for Iron Galaxy, you know, it's like, or I'm assuming he'd be working with Iron Galaxy. Is that like Season 1 was developed from Double Helix.
But at the same time, they took some of those people who were at Double Helix and they continued to work. Just like when any game changes, like Halo,
I need
Bungie
names.
people are from
Well, see,
343. You
see-
just gotta look it up. I
No,
don't-
but here's the thing, though. If that is true, then there's a select number of people, a very small, because Double Helix is not big at all. There's like 20 people, and if a select number of those people stayed, and they're like, hey, some guy who has inside information from Season 1...
Maybe that's just what they've been talking about since the beginning. I mean, he says the next one is a message to the Perfect Dark fans. As far as the sequel goes, there was a project that was to reboot the franchise back to its original roots and get into the deeper depth of her background, like who is Jonah? Where did she come from? Who she was before Carrington Institution? And I was really pushing for it to hit the market this year, E3 2015, E3 2016. So whoever the fuck this guy is, if he always refers to himself as I, so...
No, I don't know. I am taking this whole leak thing as just some guy putting up words on the internet, because with the bait and tackle thing, at least I had like a picture. I had something to look at. It looked something cool, like a render. Someone actually had to put work and effort into this. This guy was like, Microsoft Word, I have leaked information now. You know,
he's just trying to stir up some shit so he can get some people to listen to him.
Yeah, so that's what I think. But
that's what it feels like to me when I was glancing at it as well too. But is there anything concrete in there to actually?
No, there's no like.
Unless all these things happen, like when he gets to the stuff, if that shit happens, okay, this guy was legit.
Yeah. But I mean, some of this is sort of like self-explanatory. Like I could totally see Microsoft doing the whole E3 presentation. Oh yeah, ROM's in the game. You know, I mean, like all of us pretty much saw that coming. You know?
And then as far as like, he says that they didn't include Jonah Dark basically because she wouldn't have as big of an impact as ROM.
But what? Okay, it says Scourge was considered at some point. Scourge. Sorry.
Final boss. Gears 2.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not a big Gears fan, so yeah. Eyedol is not in Season 3, unfortunately. The devs were really against the idea of including him. They labeled him as a cheap, broken character that would have taken too much time to develop, whilst trying to get things out by a certain time frame. You know, and the thing is, like, I totally understand if the character is broken or doesn't have a lot to work with, but it's like, well, Gargus was sort of the same way.
Yeah, but Gargus could do more things than Eyedol could. Eyedol just bum rushed you.
Yeah, was Eyedol in KI 2?
No, he just won.
He was in the first one.
Oh, he was in the first one. I'm sorry. Was he cheap at all?
All he did was this charge attack. He really doesn't do anything.
But that's the thing, though. I mean, like you're acting like fucking Gargus had a whole smorgasbord of like moves or whatever to work off. But look what they came up with.
I don't know. I guess they believe more people like Gargus.
I mean, that's fine, but I mean, what I'm saying is that they said that what took too much time to develop. That's true. You know, development time on characters takes forever. But it says it continues on. It's actually 9 characters this season. So we've talked about that. There's going to be an extra crowdfunding character or something.
Or maybe just, they always give us 1 9th character.
Yeah, but there's always you have to do something to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
not for Omen.
You had to get the Ultra. You had.
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
like
true.
you had to get the Ultra. You had to do something to get him. What's the next one, Ridge?
Where were we?
I don't know.
9 characters this season.
Yeah, and I would link you guys to this whole thing, but Ridge is terrible and doesn't save links. He doesn't do anything. He's terrible, like technologically wise. So
listen,
do you have the link?
No,
you could have. It's right there up top. I see it in this fucking picture of the screenshot you have. You could have just clicked on that. And
it wouldn't. It wouldn't let me. I was trying to copy and paste it. And it was like
it's on Reddit though, the Killer Instinct forum thread or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. This apparently, so obviously Ridge is thinking Scorpion. I already know. Like, we don't even have to ask him. What do you think, Az?
I don't think it's Scorpion.
Well, who do you think?
I think it's they had to just get an original character. Oh, I guess Myra was original. But I have no idea at this point. I really don't.
Well, it says that, we'll be disappointed with Eyedol not included. We'll definitely make up for it. So it's like, if this is an original character, it better be the greatest fucking original character ever, I
mean, but it very well could be still Eyedol. I mean, how much does this guy really know? All the stuff that he's writing down, it could all be BS. If it's all BS, then it still very well could be Eyedol.
Right.
That's true.
That's right. The next tidbit. So this guy, this is Ridge's favorite tidbit.
Hold on, we ain't there yet.
Yes, it is. Yes, the
Perfect Dark fans.
Oh God, he's gonna 9 go back.
Characters.
Yes.
Second new character. Okay, Shadow Orchid is
Ridge's
supposedly
favorite character.
I'm just, that really upsets me if it's true. But Shadow Orchid is the final character. She was hinted at in season 2. She's linked with Jago. Who cares?
Yeah, the whole thing with Omen, with the being connected to Tiger Spirit. So we're gonna get
So
Shadow
basically,
Jake,
we're gonna. If
Orchid.
he's saying is they're gonna have Shadow Orchid instead of random select, and to do random select, you will hit left bumper. There will be no random select. You will just hit left bumper, and that's how you random select. And Shadow Orchid is the 9th character. So the 8th character is the mystery character.
I can see Shadow Orchid being a character. I've actually heard Shadow Orchid more than just from this guy, actually, I think.
No, well, the thing is, I remember back before Season 3 was officially revealed, there actually was fuck, I can't remember the guy's name or anything.
The question community fund?
Yeah,
what
something,
do you want
yeah.
next?
And he said, do you want Shadow Orchid? What is it that you guys are looking for? So it's been talked about. This isn't something out of left field. This is something that has been talked about.
Shadow Maya was heavily considered, according to this guy. Thank God they didn't do it, because that's a terrible idea. Even worse than Shadow Orchid. It was basically linked her story, those 2 daggers. Make her Shadow. Can we all move on from Shadow Maya and Shadow Orchid?
No. Well, the thing is, we got Maya's extended history now through Mira, so yeah, we don't need any more with that. Ultimates were originally intended for this season. For season 1. There's a tech demo back in KI3, but was being developed for Xbox 360. We had a finisher for Jago where he gave a quick 2-hit combo, tosses his opponent in the air, and slices them in half. Ooh. It was quite gory, but devs were on a timid schedule. Again, I don't know. I the thing is, this is why it's so confusing, because it's obviously this guy was in a development cycle for a KI3, a straight KI3, back in the day when Rare teased it and Banjo, what was it? Nuts and Bolts or something? Yeah. So it's it just raises lots of flags for me, but it was stated that Ultimates, in this, what we have now, KI 2013, Ultimates were only made possible because of IG's involvement with Shadow Jago, being able to make the camera angle pan and all that for his ultimate, so, and that's what led to the creation of Arya's stuff, and I don't remember the actual story, but I don't know, it just raises up a whole mess load of things. And then Shadow Jago's Kickstarter surprised everyone in those 3 days that it had started. Microsoft Iron Galaxy are considering another one. Despite KI being only 20 stages, they're considering retro stages, costume skins, guest characters, and definitely ultimates. That is highly requested by 87% of the KI fans. Obvious, a lot of these things were talked about before. And then... yeah, well,
this is my turn.
Okay, well, maybe you should silence your fucking phone, man.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Okay. Scorpion from Mortal Kombat was to be included in Season 2. Iron Galaxy Studios is based in Chicago.
Woo! Chi-Town!
As is NetherRealm. Studios, so content... Studios, as is... Okay, they're both based in Chicago. Alright? So contacting would have been an issue, according to this guy. Ken Lobb...
Wouldn't have been an issue.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. What did you say?
Issue.
Exactly.
Okay, there we go. Ken Lobb and Ed Boon had a talk sometime 2 years ago about getting Fulgore for Combat Pack 3. So, the thing about this is that is true. They both were tweeting shit out. They were talking to each other. They were going to meet at E3 and talk about Killer Instinct and Mortal Kombat together. They tweeted this stuff out.
Yeah, this has been talked about before. Yeah.
So, maybe this is true. I don't know, and then it's not a for sure thing, as I haven't heard much. I had to switch to the next page. I haven't heard much
of it from neither parties.
Okay, I'm back, yeah. Neither parties. I can say there has been talks of Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct crossover, which might be Xbox, PC, and Steam only. If that is true, I don't know.
Well, the thing is,
I got nothing. As much as I want it to happen...
Look, I definitely think there's going to be an MK versus KI crossover. I think that's definitely going to happen. But Fulgore being in Combat Pack 3, I don't think that won't happen just because, Microsoft won't let Fulgore be on PlayStation.
I don't think they care. I really don't think they care.
No. Listen, they do.
Under Don Matrick, I would have agreed with you. But Phil Spencer has already put his name out there hey, let's put Banjo-Kazooie in Smash Brothers. That's just Nintendo.
Oh, were you in that room where Nintendo, Shigeru Miyamoto, whoever's involved?
Back me up here.
About what?
Do you think Microsoft would be yeah, let Fulgore be at Sony?
Oh, let Full Gore be at Sony?
Combat Pack 3, like, they're saying...
For Mortal Kombat.
Oh, so if they do Combat Pack 3, Full Gore can only be with the Xbox 16 people. It's probably why it's not going to happen.
Exactly. See, 2
I don't
out of
think
3, we win. That's
no,
it, straight face.
I don't think...
I'm sure they talked about it and stuff, and they went
they could have.
They went to the rooms and said, hey, you know what? This could happen. And then they thought about it for a second and said, it's going to split the community, and we cannot do that.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want to...
Yeah, but I don't think they would stop Fulgore from going and...
Yeah,
I don't think Phil
do.
Spencer cares.
Yes, I do. But
this isn't the Master Chief we're talking about. This is Fulgore.
Yeah.
This isn't
and, yes, a Microsoft property, man.
Right, but Microsoft already put their names out there. Like,
the only...
My dad just called you garbage. He came in here with the bag. He's like, garbage.
Garbaggio.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I do think... No, we ain't going on because this is the important part.
Oh my god, no, it's not. Oh, Jesus.
Why do you not think...
Because I need to go to work, that's why.
Okay, we will move on, but I do think they would put Fulgore in there. And I do think we will... I think the future of this franchise is MK vs.
Yeah, but it's not going to be a Combat Pack 3. Like, look, would you rather just have Fulgore and Mortal Kombat, or would you rather have the crossover?
Why can't I have both?
No! I don't think so.
Okay, well, if they do a crossover, according to this, it'll only be on PC, Xbox, and they will let it on Steam, obviously, because it's Mortal Kombat characters.
It's going to have to go to PS4, man. I'm telling you.
Not if they do a crossover.
No, the crossover wouldn't have to. Like, if they do Mortal Kombat versus MK, it could just be Xbox and PC.
They won't split the community. It's either not going to happen or
Wait, what are we talking about now?
I mean, no, he's saying if they do a crossover, period.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
If they do a crossover, they can't. They will not split the community because it's.
What's splitting community though? This is a whole new game.
Oh, it's a whole new game with Combat Pack 3.
We're not talking about Combat.
We're
talking about
a whole new game. Like, MK versus
after season 3. The next game is
a full crossover game. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be awesome, but that's not going to happen.
Why not? What?
That's too much.
Now we're on different teams now. That could happen. If in a day and age where we get Tatsunoko versus Capcom, we could definitely get MK versus KI.
They've already said they were in talks.
Yeah,
like this isn't like some made up thing.
When C2E2, I was at C2E2 and I think it was Maximilian or something tagged Ed Boon and Ken Lobb, and there was a picture of a Scorpion cosplayer and fucking what was it? Hisako cosplayer. They're both like about to fight, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. And I was there taking pictures and stuff, and he tagged them, and they're like, "Oh man, I can't wait," you know, like
they said can't wait.
No, wait, hold on.
He's like, all right,
he's trolling. You know, he's trolling. He could troll. It could not be true, absolutely. But obviously, he's optimistic about it. He wants it to happen.
I mean, I would want it to happen too, but man, well, the only way it would happen is because Street Fighter Cross Tekken sold so well.
No, that's the thing. It's on hold right now, though.
I know, but I'm just saying, as far as they think it's a viable sell, it could happen because, like I said, Street Fighter Cross Tekken sold crazy well. I don't know how much it sold, but I keep hearing Maximilian talk about how well it sold, and it was crazy how well it sold. It was sold way better than Street Fighter V is selling, which is even crazier to think about. So I guess a crossover might be okay, but do a lot of people really want to play fighting games on Xbox?
And that's one thing that's definitely holding back KI, because I mean, dude, you gotta admit, more than half of like the community is like a fighting game community is based like in Asia territories, Korea, Japan, China. It's just like, and Xbox is not doing well in Asia. It's one thing that's holding it back, and that's why I think they released it on PC to help grow that community, and it definitely did.
Yeah.
But it's still not there.
I'd be surprised. I would love it. I'd be surprised, but at the same time, I kind of wouldn't because it's a good idea. But they'd have to know, they'd have to crunch the numbers and see the user base and the fighting game community that's Xbox only and how well that's doing. And we'd have to know how well KI does. I meing, did KI do very well in sales? If so, then it's more likely that it could do a crossover.
Well, apparently in this league, very early on, he did say that it did do well numbers-wise in terms of downloads, not physical release when they released the season 1.
Yeah, when they released the physical, like, nobody bought it.
Yeah. But, like, the actual download numbers are pretty good. But, you know, yeah, it's still a dream, but it's one that I think is possible for sure.
No, I agree. I can agree with that.
Tag team, as cool as the future would have been, it's not, and Microsoft's no IG's plates at the moment. And I've suggested this before. You know, I thought tag team would be really cool. Season 1, where originally instinct meter was above your shadow meter, and the bar above where the instinct meter is at now was to be the other player's health bar. This would have boosted K up to a 4-player scheme, 4-player plus scheme, but can't ultimately. Tag in, tag out combos would have been awesome, as well as double ultras. Here's hoping it makes it to the Kickstarter fund. I don't think it's going to happen. At this point, if it hasn't happened now, it's not going to happen ever. You know?
No tags. That would be way too much. Like, the netcode would be intense to have 4 players. Like,
not just that, but just
and
like
just
combos
tagging
would be
people
insane.
in. I would be so mad if I tagged one of you in and you dropped the combo. I'd probably never play with you again.
Yeah, it's just that, like, with the game, like, especially, like, a game finely tuned like KI, you know, they release patches and stuff every day. I mean, not every day, but, like, every month they try to balance the game. And if they were to, you know, introduce, like, a tag feature, that would completely break the game. Like, there'd just be way too many crazy possible setups and combinations. It just make the game go super chaotic.
They'd have to build it from the ground up, kind of like how they did Dead or Alive. You know, they had Dead or Alive, tag team, and single player, and they were both feasible, but it came out from the beginning of the game, so they built the engine
around it.
They built the engine around both those options.
Right.
It's just that would be impossible for KI.
Yeah,
impossible.
Gargus will have a cinematic intro for Shadow Lords mode. You'll get a glimpse of the trailer. Sure, we'll see. That'll be something that would give us a good indicator whether or not this little post is true. Expect more KI figures. Expect more KI figures, and I definitely want more. You know, I want a giant ass fucking.
I want Riptor.
Aghanos.
Her fucking tail would be stupid.
I want an Aghanos because it'll take up like all the room. Aghanos. Who else would I want? I mean, of course, I want like my Orchid. A Rash would be cool. Ooh, a Tusk would be really awesome. A giant ass sword and shit.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct Comics in talks with distributors. You know, I mean, I don't know why that hasn't been a thing yet because, you know, KI did have a comic way back when it was initially released. KI Complete Soundtrack should release sometime by the end of the year or next spring, and I would definitely be picking that up because I love the KI music. And this season's music has been, like, okay, pretty good, but I'd still pick it up.
Yeah. It's because the guy went to Doom, and that's why Doom music is so fucking awesome.
I know,
yeah honestly, if
Mick
you are
Gordon.
a fan of Ken Lobb, Mick Gordon, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but if you're a fan of Mick Gordon, just pick up Doom. The music is amazing. Amazing.
Makes you want to kill puppies.
It does. It really does. Like, I just want to chainsaw things. So, again, take this all with a grain of salt, but Mortal Kombat vs. Killer Instinct is happening. Scorpion is the 8th
No,
character.
don't say it's fucking happening.
It's happening. I cannot wait.
Oh, God.
Dude, you know that's like my dream game. It's my dream game, so I can dream.
Well, I can't wait for your dreams to get crushed. I was about to say his creams to get crushed. Like,
Ooh.
yeah. But, no, yeah, definitely take it with a grain of salt, you know. Any final thoughts before we go?
What do you think? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? Percentage-wise?
That entire thing?
Yes.
I think it's mostly BS.
Stone face too.
Yeah, stone face, motherfucker.
I mean, you handed me the phone when I got here. You know, when you picked me up, and you said it as if it was a real thing. And I looked at it, and I was reading a little bit of it.
I like how he stalls on their mind, right? He wants to be like, "This is real," you know.
Well, he didn't say it was real. Well, he was acting as if it was real,
right,
you know.
Right.
And then, so I looked at it, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this? This looks like a bunch of just gibberish, made up shit from a person that just wants to stir up stuff."
Okay, but if Shadow Orchid pops up,
but like I said, let me retract all that stuff. I still think it's BS, but it could be. Some of the stuff was not necessarily so far-fetched. I think a lot of it was made up, but some of it was like a calculated, I think this could happen, and it's a feasible option for a lot of these things to happen.
Yeah.
And so, I don't think he really understands exactly. I think he doesn't know that it's going to happen. But some of the things I'm like, okay, All right, I can see that
I
happening.
mean, that's true. Is that a lot of what he's saying is a lot of calculated. Oh, we already knew. Like there was already some like grain of like truth to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Shadow Orchid, they've talked about it numerous times. So like it some of this could be true, but only because we already knew about it. We already knew about Shadow Orchid.
We haven't had any confirmation.
Not confirmation, but like it's always up there. It's always there.
Okay, but if Eyedol doesn't show up and we get some random character,
what if
Scorpion.
he does? What if he does?
If some random character Scorpion.
No, Eyedol. What if Eyedol just shows up?
If Eyedol shows up, then this guy is full of shit.
What if the cinematic trailer to reveal Eyedol is the ground?
Okay, so when
the
Shadow
ground is
Lords,
there, and like the camera's panning on the ground, and a little scorpion, like an actual little scorpion, comes out, and a giant hoof comes out and crushes it, and then it pans up, and we see fucking Eyedol.
And
I'm gonna be
crushes my hopes and dreams. Like,
dude, Eyedol would be badass.
He's the only character left.
Yeah, I mean, why not complete the roster? That's the thing. Like, I agree, he may not be the most interesting fighting game character of all time, but dude, a double-headed fucking monster with horns and like a giant club running at me, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. He's a terrifying looking character. He's but ugly.
Hey man.
But I guarantee you guys, anyone who's listening, we're gonna be bringing our phones and stuff and recording everything at Combo Breaker so we can catch any trailer or reveal. So as soon as we find it, we're gonna upload that motherfucker and show it to everybody and talk about it.
There might be.
No, there will. There is a special event afterwards. Yeah.
I think they might. They might very well reveal it. I mean, they revealed Mira while I was over at Texas Showdown. That was pretty fucking crazy.
Maybe
man.
Ed Boon will just show up and be like, balls on your chin, here's Scorpion.
I need to look up a picture of Ed Boon, so just in case if I see him, be like, "Hello, Ed Boon," because I haven't.
He's kind of chubby and short.
Yeah, he's not. He's very antisocial too. He's not big on like talking to people.
Man, he's gonna talk to me, that motherfucker.
We're gonna exclusively interview Ed Boon.
Oh god.
And then I'll be like, Ed Boon, please, I will sell you my soul right now if you just help us get MK vs KI going. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe.
Rate. Wait, rate? I mean, like, comment, subscribe?
Rate. What if they want a thumbs down the video, Jose?
No, we're too badass for that.
Play Doom.
Play Doom, yeah. If you're gonna take any sort of truth, from this entire video, is that you should be playing Doom.
Yeah, right now.
Doom is amazing.
Play Doom right now.
Phenomenal.
If you don't, you're not supporting
Mick Gordon.
Right.
In great game.
Let's get this video uploaded right now. Come on.
Lead us out then. Good job. Pick up my chair.
my gaming, man.
You should get all of that.
Put my head.
You should get all of that.
Oh, I will.
And then my laughter at the end. Cut out there.
Okay, Jose.